What is up, everyone? I hope that didn't show my address. Yeah, I don't think you could have seen it. What is up, everybody? We are back with a new Marvel Legendary set. Let's get this bad boy open. How awkward it would be if I opened this and it was the wrong thing. Boom! Let's get that out of here. We've got Realm of Kings, so it's all Inhuman stuff. So I did not look at the preview. I mean, okay, I didn't read the preview. I looked at the preview. Because I needed some images. And I looked at someone's post of all the names of the cards and how many colors of everything so I can make my dividers. But I didn't read anything. I don't know what the abilities do. I did see that Abomination is back. And then I can't get this open. There's some kind of throne thing. All right, so let's... I threw that kind of wild. All right, let's take a look at this. Realm of Kings. I just feel like we just got into the cosmos. All right, Realm of Kings. So I'm just gonna put that up there if you want to read that for yourself. Oh, don't do this to me. Come on. Come on, don't do this to me. Here we go. All right, so let's take a look at abilities. I'm gonna skip all this stuff. We're gonna go into the keywords. We're gonna go into the cards. All right, so the first ability here is called When Recruited. So this will focus here. The Inhuman's powerful decision to go to war is shown with the new special abilities they use when recruited. Some heroes say things like, when recruited, you get +3 attack. Use this when recruited ability immediately when you recruit this hero. You can pay the hero's normal recruit cost, move it from the HQ into your discard pile, and refill the HQ space with a card from your hero deck. When all that is done, then you must use the when recruited ability. So after you've refilled the space. When you play a card... when you play that card from your hand in a later turn, don't use the when recruited ability again. Instead, use the card's normal recruit and attack. Horizontal line separates the when recruited ability from the card's normal abilities. If a special ability, let's see here, tells you to gain a hero, put a hero somewhere, you don't use that hero's when recruited ability since you didn't pay recruit and you didn't recruit that hero. This is true even if the special ability tells you to gain the hero from the HQ. However, you do use the when recruited ability if an ability lets you recruit a hero for free or recruit a hero at reduced cost or for some unusual place since you're still recruiting the hero. You may wish to keep some heroes on the HQ until you especially need their when recruited ability. Interesting. So I'm trying to think of a situation where it says recruit a hero for free. I mean, I'm sure some card says that. I wonder, I know that Spider-Woman's rare. I don't remember. It might say recruit on hers. That lets you get a card for free. All right, so we got Throne's Favor. So, let's see here. The power of the Inhuman Kingdom and the Kree and Shi'ar interstellar empires is truly vast. During Marvel's War of Kings storyline, influence over these empires shift frequently as Black Bolt, Vulcan, Ronan the Accuser, Lilandra, Gladiator, and even Maximus battle for supremacy. With this is represented by the cards by a new game concept called Throne's Favor. Some heroes say you gain the Throne's Favor. When this happens, take a nearby object to represent Throne's Favor, like a coin, key, miniature, or pawn. There's only ever one Throne's Favor in the game. If another player or Mastermind already has Throne's Favor and you gain it, then you take it from them. If an ability tells you to gain the Throne's Favor, you must take it. You cannot leave it where it is. Some heroes say things. You may spend the Throne's Favor to draw 2 cards. This means if you have Throne's Favor, you may give it up to use the ability. You set it aside. You set aside the object, and no one has Throne's Favor until someone gains it again. You can spend the Throne's Favor at the moment the card you're playing tells you to do so. You can't wait and spend it later in the turn. Wait, you can't spend it later in the turn. You can't... Okay, hold on. Okay. Let's see. Masterminds and villains. in this set have abilities that cause a Mastermind to gain Throne's favor and or benefit from having it. When a Mastermind gains Throne's favor, they take it away from any player that may already have it. Throne's favor is not a card. It never goes into the deck or discard pile. Instead, when it comes up, it's just whatever cool object is easy at hand. There's no need to store a special Throne's favor object with the game. There's no need. Okay, well, we're going to find something cool to do with it. All right, Abomination. So I'm not going to read this, but basically, well, I'll read the bold part. So this is from the Captain America set. So basically, the villain, if a villain has Abomination, this villain gains attack equal to the printed attack of the hero in the HQ space underneath the villain city space. In Abomination, villains' attack can go up and down as the villain moves to the city. You can recruit a hero under an Abomination, try to reduce its attack, but also it might increase. There's a few new twists on the Abomination keyword. The hero, Gorgon, has abilities like Sewer Abomination. It gives attack equal to the printed attack of the hero in the HQ space under the sewer. Highly evolved Mastermind Maximus and Gorgon also use highest Abomination. This gives attack equal to the highest printed attack of any single card in the HQ. So if the hero is in the HQ with the printed attack of 2, 4, 3 plus, 0 plus, and no printed, it would get 4. Makes sense. Double Abomination would be a double attack bonus. Some divided cards from the Civil War set have 2 printed attack. If you need to know the card's attack and the card is not currently being played, add both attack together. This applies to Abomination and Berserk from X-Men. So that makes sense too. So you have a split card. It's got 2 attacks printed. You take them both. Teleport comes back, and that was from Dark City. You can, instead of playing this card, you may set it aside and add it to your hand as an extra card next turn. So that's another one. Choose a villain group. Some Karnak cards say things like choose a villain group. You get +1 attack for each villain in your victory pile from that group. For example, you may choose the villain group Inhuman Rebellion. You can also count a henchman villain group like Doombot Legion. However, you can't choose the generic word henchman and count villains from multiple henchman groups at once. That's an interesting rule that I didn't realize applied. So that's actually really cool that you can choose the henchman group, because if you're playing with a set and again, like I always talk about stuff in this game in context of solo. If you're playing and you're using something that's like got a bunch of locations, or Murder World where it's a lot of traps, you're not going to get a big benefit from picking that villain group because those cards aren't villains. A lot of their cards aren't villains. But if you pick the, Doombot or Savage Land Mutates or Shi'ar Patrolcraft or whatever, and that's your villain group or your henchman group, you can count it. And that will give you 3 attack. You can't count... It says you also can't count 2 villain groups at once by choosing a word or phrase that appears in both. So that makes sense. For example, Hydra and Hydra Elite. You can't count cards that have no villain group like Tactics, Bystanders, Master Strike, Scheme Twist, or Heroes that were turned into villains. Traps and locations, like I just said, from other sets aren't villains, so they don't count, even if the trap turned into a villain. Related characters in other sets. Oh, that's interesting. Secret Wars contains Black Bolt and Maximus. Civil War has Lockjaw as a sidekick. X-Men has Deathbird, Shi'ar Imperial Guard, Shi'ar Patrolcraft, Shi'ar Death Commandos, and the Cosmos has Ronan the Accuser. So that's that's not always been there. So that's kind of cool that you can see other things that are related. Anyway, we've got that. Let's jump into the cards. So let's just jump right into the cards. So we're going to take these. I've seen the names of the heroes, but I haven't seen their abilities. I haven't really read. I know the Masterminds and I know the villain groups, but I don't know all the stuff they do. And I don't know the schemes. So let's go ahead and just take a look at the first hero here, Black Bolt. So we have his common here, which is Break the Silence. It's blue. 2+ recruit. When recruited, you may KO a card. You may KO one of your cards with no rules text. So that's great because that gets rid of. You recruit this, you can throw out one of your shield officer card or shield starter cards. If I play a blue hero, it says gain the throne's favor. If you already have it, you may spend it for +2 recruit. So basically, if I play the blue hero, I get throne's favor. I've got throne's favor, and then if I already have it, then I will be able to use it to get that ability. I got to reread the throne's favor thing because I think it says you have to use it in the turn you get it. So I'd have to do it twice. I'd have to play a blue. I'd have to get it and then use that card to. Yes, you have to use throne's favor after the ability. So For example, if my play was this. I played this, got Throne's Favor, played this. Now that I have Throne's Favor, I can spend it for the extra recruit. That's how that works. At least that's the way I understand it. If I'm wrong, I'll correct myself in my playthrough, but I'm pretty sure that's how that works. The next card here is Wordless Murmur. It's a 5-cost common, but he's 1 recruit and 3 attack, so that's pretty good. And it's no rules text. We have his uncommon here, Declaration of War. It's a tech hero here. We have 2 attack, 4 recruit. If you play an Inhuman, I guess that's what that symbol's going to be. Inhumans. Hero. Gain the Throne's Favor. If you already have it, you may spend it to reveal the top 2 cards of your deck. Put each of those with no rules text into your hand and put the rest back in any order. And then finally, we have the King's Speech. It's 5 attack, 8 recruit. Gain Throne's Favor. If you already have it, you spend it to choose Speak or Don't Speak, then reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Speak, put all of them with rules text next, Speak, put all of them with rules text into your hand. Don't Speak. You may KO any number of them with no rules text. Put the rest back in any order. So that's really great for if you do the Don't Speak part, and then you can just, get rid of your comments. So I like this. I like his cards. They seem like they would work really well. I'm really excited to try them out, and it's going to be really interesting to try him with the Illuminati Black Bolt and see how well they work together. But I like him. I like this so far. It's really cool. So let's go ahead and set that aside. We're going to go with Medusa as our second, which is Black Bolt's wife. First card common here, Queen of the Inhumans. She's strength, 2 recruit. When recruited, gain Throne's Favor. And then gain Throne's Favor. If you already have it, you may spend it to get +2 attack. So that's pretty good. It's like you can play one, play the other one, and spend it, and then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 attack from 4 costs. That's pretty good. I like that. We have Splitting Hairs as our other common. It's yellow. Then we have when recruited, draw a card and gain Throne's Favor. Play yellow here, gain Throne's Favor. If you already have it, you may spend it to draw a card. So I think in the way of if a card gives me Throne's Favor, it says you may spend it. I think, do they all say you may spend it? So you can wait to play it on something else? Yeah. I don't know. I got to kind of reread that again. But I think you have to use it that turn. I don't know. Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't have to use it that turn. Let me double check. Okay, so I misunderstood it. So it says, it says you set aside the Throne's Favor's object. No one. It says Throne's Favor until, you set aside the Throne's Favor object, and no one has the Throne's Favor until someone gains it again. So you have it. And then it says, what is it? Sorry. You can't wait and spend it. So it says you can only spend Throne's Favor at the moment the card you're playing tells you to do so. You can't wait and spend it later in the turn. So you can keep it, so you get Throne's Favor, and you just have it and then until you want to spend it. And then, if I wanted to play this, if I wanted the +2 from this card, it has to happen. I have to spend it when I play this. So that's how that works. So the strat would be, get Throne's Favor. You have Throne's Favor. You play this, then you can spend it for the +2, play the second time, and then get Throne's Favor back. That's kind of the strat. That's how you gotta have to play it. Okay, I'm sorry for the detour. I just had to double check that. Throne's Favor, you keep it when you gain it until you spend it or something else takes it from you, and you have to use the ability at the moment of the card you're wanting to use, the ability. Okay, we're past that. Sorry. So we're on her uncommon here, Royal Command. When recruited, gain Throne's Favor. Play an Inhuman's hero, gain the Throne's Favor. If you already have it, you may spend it to KO one of your cards. So that's pretty straightforward. And then we finally have Headstrong. It's 7 recruit, 4 attack. When recruited, draw 2 cards and gain Throne's Favor. And then gain Throne's Favor. If you already have it, you may spend it to draw 2 cards. So I like her cards really. She seems really, really solid. I'm excited to try her out with Wolverine or something. All right, now we're on to Crystal. Here's our first one, which is Earth, Air, Fire, and Water. If you play one of each of those colors, you get +3 attack. That's going to be really cool if you pull that off. Because it's a 3 cost 5 attack if you can get it. Then we have Master of the Four Elements. Choose one. Strength. I don't know. What is that again? Covert and ranged. What is yellow? I forgot what yellow is. This card is only that hero class's turn. Draw a card. So actually, so you can use this to manipulate it to get this to do this ability. Nice. Her uncommon 6 recruit. It's red. It is Elemental Princess. You may KO one of your cards that isn't one of those things when recruited, and then gain Throne's favor. If you already have it, you may spend it to make this card another color this turn. Okay, so she can change her the class of the card, which is really cool. So you can get these abilities. And I like this card a lot because when you recruit it, you can KO one of your shield officer or your shield agent cards, your shield, one of your starter cards. You can. I keep saying shield officer, but I mean you could. But anyway, one of your great heroes. Okay, weave 4 into 1 is her rare 8 recruit 4 attack. When recruited, you may gain a green, yellow, red, or blue hero from the HQ that costs 4 or less after refilling the HQ. So I'll pull her, refill it, and then the ability happens, which it says in the rules for the when recruited. Then it says reveal the top 4 cards to your deck. Put one of those. Put a green, a red, a yellow, and a blue hero from among them into your hand. Put the rest back in any order. That's going to be really cool. I'm trying to think of who. So it's like this would be really good with a lot of the cards from Secret Wars because they have multiple colors. Yeah. I already looked at 3 cards, but I think these cards are going to work better than the stuff from Into the Cosmos does with the main game with other sets. I'm really looking forward. I didn't realize I was going to like these so much. I really like their abilities so far. All right, we've got Karnak here, Brilliant Strategist. It's 2 cost. When recruited, you get +1 attack. And then when you play a red hero, whenever you draw a new hand or hand of cards at the end of your turn, draw an extra card. That's really great, straightforward. You get an extra attack when you pick them up, and then you get the extra draw bonus, which is nice. Find Fatal Flaw. 4 recruit. When recruited, you get +2 attack, and then you can choose a villain group. You get +1 for each villain in your victory pile from that group. So this card is particularly powerful in solo because you can just pick, like the rule said, you can pick, and this one does it for attack, I think. You can play this, pick a henchman group. It's 2 or 3, so 3, 3, boom. Like you're already, if you've got them, or you're like I said, you're playing solo. You've taken out half the villains, right? They're all yours. So there's a 4 right there. 4 right there. Like, that's really good. And this one's for attack. So Shadow the Weak Point. It's 5 recruit. You get +3 when recruited. And then choose a villain group. You get +1 attack for each villain in the victory pile of that group. So again, same thing. Very powerful for solo. And then finally we have Seek the Center. 7 cost. When recruited, you get +4 attack. Whenever you play a card this turn, including this one, you may first use that card's when recruited ability. So you get the +4 when you play it. And then, oh man. And all his stuff has when recruited, obviously. Man, that's going to be really, all his in recruited stuff. So this gives you 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Man, he's going to be really fun to use, I think. I'm super excited about using these cards. Very, very excited about them. All right, finally we have Gorgon. We got Gorgon here. So here's his first common here, which is Lockjaw, Inhuman's best friend. When recruited, you may teleport a 0-cost hero from your hand. So you get to do your shield cards. And then if you have a red hero, you may teleport another card from your hand. And that doesn't specify, so that's really nice. You can recruit. You can set aside something else. So, or set aside. Yeah. All right, we have Stomping Shockwave, his other common, which is another 5-cost common. It's strength when recruited, Sewer's Abomination after refilling HQ. So you get attack equal to the printed attack of whatever villain's in the sewers. And then if I play a green hero, I get Streets Abomination. So whatever, you get the plus attack equal to whatever printed attack is of the villain in the streets. We have Trample Under Hoof. Yeah, Trample Under Hoof. When recruited, you may KO one of your cards with no attack icon, which helps you get rid of your your shield cards. Also, just late game, if you have too many shield cards or recruit cards, it's a good way to get rid of those, or cards that don't have any icon, I guess, because it says no attack icon. And then highest Abomination, so you'll get +1 attack. Oh, Abomination's for the space underneath this thing, so it's not whatever villain's occupying the space. It's whatever spots underneath. So this one's highest printed attack in the HQ. I'm sorry I misspoke on that. Abomination is relevant to the HQ spaces. So Sewer's Abomination, whatever the attack printed here is. Streets Abomination, whatever attack printed here is. Alright, finally we have Lead the Inhuman Elite. 8 cost, 4+ attack. When recruited, Bridge Abomination, so whatever's there. And then it has teleport, which is great. You can set it aside. And then if I play an Inhumans hero, Rooftops Abomination. So very interesting. I'm very much looking forward to playing one of these cards. They seem all super duper interesting. All right, so let's take a look. We're just going to go in order here. So let's take a look at the first villain group. And it's going to be Inhuman Rebellion. So the first one we have is Lineage. And he's got to focus. Now he's 3+ attack. Abomination. Fight, rescue, bystander equal to, come on, the printed attack of the hero in the HQ space under Lineage. Rescue bystanders equal to the printed attack. Okay, so basically the stronger he is, the more bystanders you rescue. And then we have Omega here. And there are 2 of the Lineage cards. We have Omega here. He's 4+ attack. Abomination. Choose Alpha or Omega, then reveal the top card of your deck. Alpha, if that card is 0, KO it. Omega, if that card costs 1 or more, draw it. So, early game, get rid of your shield cards. Late game, draw something. We have 2 of those. We have Lash, 5+, Abomination. Ambush, choose a hero from the HQ that doesn't have a printed attack of 2 or more. Choose a hero from the HQ that doesn't have a printed attack of 2 or more. Put it at the bottom of the hero deck, and then fight to gain a hero from the HQ with no attack icon that costs 4 or less. We've got 2 of those. And then finally we have the Unspoken. This guy looks kind of crazy. 5+ attack. Double Abomination. Ambush. Choose a hero from the HQ that doesn't have a printed attack of 2 or more. Put it on the bottom of the hero deck. If there are no such heroes, then each player gains a wound. And then fight, KO one of your heroes with no attack icon. And we've got 2 of those. He's kind of a beefy boy. Double Abomination. He's 5 victory points. Kind of beefy there. All right, and then we're on to the next villain group, which is Shi'ar Imperial Elite. So we have, sorry about that, Plutonia. Plutonia, yeah. 4+ attack. When the Mastermind has Throne's favor, you may spend recruit to fight Plutonia instead of attack. Ambush, the Mastermind gains Throne's favor. Fight, you may gain Throne's favor. If you already have it, you get +2. If you already have it, you get +2. So you don't have to spend it. Just as if you already have Throne's favor, you get +2. All right, so we've got 2 of those. Next we have Starbolt. While the Mastermind has Throne's favor, Starbolt gets +2. Ambush, the Mastermind gains Throne's favor. Fight, you gain the Throne's favor. If you already have it, you may KO one of your heroes. Straightforward there. Next we have Mentor. 5 attack. Ambush, Mastermind gains Throne's favor. If they already have it, each player discards a card. Fight, you gain Throne's favor. If you already have it, draw 2 cards. And then finally, we have Gladiator. 7 attack, holy cow. Ambush, the Mastermind gains Throne's favor. If they already have it, each player gains a wound. Fight, you gain Throne's favor. If you already have it, you may KO card from your discard pile. And then Escape is repeat the ambush effect. So we have 2 of those. Man, they're kind of strong too. They got a beefy one in both of them. All right, so let's get on to Maximus here. So Maximus the Mad, he has highest Abomination. So again, he's got + attack equal to the highest printed attack in the HQ. He always leads Inhuman Rebellion. Reveal one of Maximus' Master Strike tactics at random. Use its fight effect, then shuffle it back into those tactics. Interesting. And then we have his the epic side, 9+, double highest Abomination. Holy cow. Inhuman Rebellion, it says reveal 2 different tactics at random from Maximus's remaining tactics. Then each Then use each of those fight effects in order you revealed them, then shuffle them back into those tactics. So I bet that's fairly challenging, but let's take a look here. So we have the first tactic here, which is Echo Tech Chorus Sentries. Fight. Each player KOs one of their tech or Inhuman heroes or gains a wound. That's like specifically like Black Bolt. Like you need Black Bolt specifically against him. All right. I guess that is that word Sieve of Secrets. Fight. Each player reveals the top 6 cards of their deck, discards all non-gray heroes revealed, and puts the rest back in any order. We have Seize the Inhuman Throne. Fight. Each player discards down to 4 cards. Maximus gains Throne's favor if he already has it. He spends it, and each player discards down to 3. Alrighty. Finally, Terrigen Bomb. Fight. Put each hero from the HQ that doesn't have a printed attack of 2 or more on the bottom of the hero deck. Maximus gains Throne's favor. If he already has it, he spends it and each player KOs one of their non-gray heroes with an attack icon. So it'll be really interesting for his Master Strike to basically just be dealing with these fight effects. I think it's a cool kind of switch up on that. All right. Now we are on to Emperor Vulcan of the Shi'ar. Holy cow, 10 attack. Vulcan gets +3 while he has Throne's favor. He always leads Shi'ar Imperial Elite. And then Master Strike, each player that doesn't have Throne's favor gains a wound. Then Vulcan gains Throne's favor. So basically, if you're playing by yourself, it's going to be easier to avoid that. But if you're playing with people, basically only one person can avoid it, which kind of stinks. But, you know, it is what it is. He looks like he's going to be hard. We got 12 plus attack for his epic side. He gets +5 while he has Throne's favor. And he starts with Throne's favor. And then his Master Strike says each player that doesn't have Throne's favor gains a wound to the top of their deck. And then he gains Throne's favor, which is, I think, is more devastating than getting the wound just by itself. So we have the first one here. It is Blast every form of energy. Fight. If you have Throne's favor, you may KO a card you played this turn, and you may KO a card from your discard pile, then Vulcan gains Throne's favor. I'm going to guess that all his tactics make him gain Throne's favor. Next, we have Fight. If you have Throne's favor, you get +4 attack, then Vulcan gains Throne's favor. Next, we have if Vulcan has Throne's favor, each other player discards each of their cards that cost 2 or less, then you gain Throne's favor. Okay. And then finally, that card was called Contempt for Weakness. Oh, and then the other one was Vast Wealth of the Shi'ar. And then the final we have Solar Cage. Is that right? Yeah. And then it says Fight. If Vulcan has Throne's favor, each other player shuffles a wound from the wound stack and a non-gray hero from their hand into their deck. Then you gain Throne's favor. Okay, so half is like if he has it, this is what happens. If you have it, this is what happens. And then the other person gets it. I think he's going to be pretty hard. But we'll see. All right, and then we have the schemes, which I'm very excited about. This is Delve the Zerogen Crystals. No, Devolve. Sorry, Devolve the Zerogen Crystals. I think that's how you say that. Setup, add twist equal to the number of players +3. Add an extra henchman group of 10 cards as Zerogen Experiments. Add twist equal to the number of players +3. So 4. And then add an extra henchman group of 10 cards as... Okay. A special rule, all Zerogen Experiments have Abomination. And then twist, choose a hero from the HQ that doesn't have a printed attack of 2 or more. Put it on the bottom of the hero deck. Then play 2 cards from the villain deck. Evil wins when there are 3 villains per player in the escape pile or the villain deck runs out. Next we have Tornado of Terrigen Mist. It says 10 twist. Each player puts a small object above the sewers to represent themselves. Interesting. You can't fight a villain outside the city space where you are. You can still recruit from the HQ space and fight the Mastermind during your turn. During your turn, you may spend 1 attack any number of times to move yourself left or right. Then twist 1, put this Tornado Scheme card above the sewers. Twist 2 through 5. Each player in the tornado space gains a wound. Then move the tornado space and each villain simultaneously 1 space to the left. A villain on the bridge escapes. Twist 6 through 9, same effect, but move them all to the right. If possible, a villain in the sewers doesn't move. And twist 10 evil wins. That sounds like a lot of fun, too. That sounds like a lot of fun. We're going to have to figure out. I need like a token for myself. All right, next we have War of Kings. 11 twists. Twists 1 through 8. Stack the twist next to the scheme as a battlefront. This turn you may pay 1 recruit per battlefront to supply the war. If you pay, you gain Throne's Favorite. You may KO one of your cards. If you don't pay by the end of the turn, right after you draw a new hand, stack a card from the shoot off stack next to the scheme as a victorious general. The Mastermind gains Throne's Favor. If they already have it, you gain a wound. Twists 9 through 11, same effect, but for 2 victorious generals. Evil wins when there are 6 victorious generals. That one seems pretty interesting too. That seems kind of difficult. And then finally we have Ruin the Perfect Wedding. This one is 11 twists. Set aside 2 extra heroes to get married. Prepare each wedding hero into a separate... Prepare each wedding hero into a separate 14-card stack. Order by the cost or lowest cost on top. Twist 1. Put 1 wedding hero stack above the rightmost space at the altar. Gain the top card. Twist 2. Put the other hero stack above the Mastermind space at the door. Gain its top card. Twist 3 through 7. Gain the top card of each wedding hero. Then KO 2 cards from the top of each wedding hero stack. There's a villain or Mastermind in the space immediately below it. Then the leftmost hero stack walks down the aisle, moving 1 space to the right. 8 through 11, KO 2 cards from the top of the wedding stack, and then it says when either wedding stack is KO'd is when evil wins. That one seems really complicated, and I didn't really process all that, so we'll figure that one out. But I think I'm definitely going to do this tornado one, and I may do... I don't know about which the other one. I'll either do the wedding one because it sounds very different. But... I didn't even really explain it. I'm going to do 2 playthroughs. So this is the new set, everyone. Usually on the small boxes, I do 1 playthrough. But we have 2 masterminds. So what I'm going to do is do 2 playthroughs, do 2 of the schemes. You all use all the heroes, and then I'll just probably grab... I'll use 3 of the heroes for the first playthrough, and then I'll use the other 2, and then another hero for the third playthrough. And I'll figure out which one I want to use. But, yeah, that's going to be it today, guys. I really appreciate you guys watching. If you've already gotten the set, let me know what you think of it. I'm super duper excited to try these heroes out. Like, they seem like a lot of fun, so I'm really excited for that. Let me know if who your favorite hero of the new set is. Yeah, that's going to be it today. I'll see you guys in the playthrough for I was going to say Inhumans, for Realm of Kings, which is Inhumans. Bye-bye.